So now we're going to look at another role, non-executive directors. Check in your country what it is, it probably has another name. And also check the legal status of what the role might be in your country, because it might not exist. Or it might exist and it's compulsory to have a non-exec director. So who has non-executive directors? Well, big surprise, big companies. This is something that big companies do and small companies do not do. And in fact, only 20% of SMEs of between 1 to 5 million turnover have a non-executive director. So it is really a hidden resource, and if big companies are using them, there's a reason. They are appointed by shareholders and they're supervisory, non-executive representatives. So why bring one? The non-executive director has a lot of experience of basically running businesses. Then they have a specific knowledge of an industry sector or function of the business. They are your ambassador, they will represent you, and they might even mentor you, but they represent you outside of the business. They're independent and impartial, and that's very important because you can bring challenges to them and they will give you another point of view on how to deal with one of the challenges you have. They should be objective and fair, and they cost a lot of less money than a consultant, a paid consultant. They're half the price of a consultant. In France, I don't know about your country, but in France they cost about 1,100 euros per day on average. This is what the information we found, so you might find other ones and depending on how you negotiate with them. So what's the difference with, any difference with a director? There is no legal difference. However, don't expect them to be doing some work, operational work. The directors are employed, salaried, and taxed. The non-execs are not. What do they actually do? They look at the big picture of the business and they advise on strategy. They do not resolve any conflict of interest with your staff. They provide strategic solutions with the challenges you have. They might be mentoring some of your executive board directors. They provide specialist advice. I don't know if you're thinking of succession already, but exit option might be something they can help you with. What do they do? I mean, one of the things they do is that they do represent the shareholders' interest, and that is the most important thing that they do. This is why sometimes they are brought in by the investors, who are the shareholders in the business. They look after strategy, risk, people, and performance. These are the main key areas. They ensure that the company is governed properly and that the shareholders' interest is represented and that communication and reporting happens with the shareholders. Audits are happening in a correct manner, that you have key performance indicators for the teams and also for the finances, that the management is looking after the interest of the company. So when is a good time? It's basically, you're almost all at the end of the startup, the seed stage, and you want to upscale, so that is definitely a good time. One is basically, you realize that you can't go alone, you can't grow the business on your own. So you need to have somebody there to help you out. Sometimes you're imposed the non-exec directors, but you can choose to have them to help you out in growing the business.